Remember the principle of least authority? We should give user or process only permission to do their job, no more than required and no less. Too many permission and user might cause damage to the system. Too few permissions and users might not be able to get their job done. The same principle also needs to be applied in the endpoint access. This is also known as access control list, a list of users that can access given object together with a set of permissions that define what each user can do. In terms of API, this can be done by limiting user to be able to access certain endpoints as the given object combined with HTTP methods as a permission. For example, for this group of users, we can give these sensitive yellow endpoints only to user admin. The weather endpoint only to user admin Sally and John. And the time endpoint to everyone. Authentication is the process of identifying user, action of proving something to be true. A simple form is using basic authentication with username and password. A more advanced form including one-time password or PIN, authentication applications, or biometric like fingerprint. Access control list is a form of authorization where the system grants or revokes the right to access some resource or perform some action. These two items together is a form of security measurement. In secure environments, authentication should always followed by authorization. HTTP provides two standard response status codes for indicating that the security check has failed. 401 unauthorized and 403 forbidden. Despite as being standard, sometimes it is not really clear which is to use in which situations. Simply said, 401 unauthorized is for authentication failure, and 403 forbidden is for authorization failure. Confused yet? The 401 unauthorized code, despite the name, indicates that the server required authentication for this request, but the client either does not provide credentials, or they were incorrect, or they were of the wrong type. The API client may be able to fix the situation by trying different credentials. An optional www-authenticate header can be returned to tell the client what credential server needs. HTTP specifications use the words authorization and authentication as if they were identical. This is what sometimes led to confusion. The 403 forbidden status code, on the other hand, tells the client that credential was fine for authentication, but client is not allowed to perform operation requested, or does not have access to certain resource. In other words, this status code shows authorization failure. Client typically cannot do anything about this other than ask for access to API owner.